Hey everyone, it's Simone Watson, and today I want to talk about NaNoWriMo 2021. Woo! It is November 2nd, and I am nanoing. I started last night on the 1st, and so I just want to talk to you about what I'm writing and what my mindset is going into Nano and like what tools I'm using and things like that. Yeah, so first of all, what I'm writing. So this is my 10th year in a row of doing NaNoWriMo, which is shocking to me. The first few years that I did it, I was not trying to, like, I didn't have the goal of being a professional author. But now, like, since 2016, that's been my goal. So things have definitely changed. This is my third year of declaring this same project as my NaNoWriMo project. So this is why. Because in 2019, I was revising 17 letters. Like I was like really in the middle of revising 17 letters, and I started this project because I was like, I have this new idea. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to do both at the same time. And at that time, doing both at the same time just didn't really pan out that much for me, and so I didn't end up winning NaNoWriMo. And then last year, if you've been on my channel for a while, I had a family member who passed away at the end of October, and I had another family member who passed away in November. And so this project, which was was an adult thriller, I wrote a little bit of it on day one, and then I just really petered out with that because, or I should say, the project petered out. I don't really know how that phrase works, but basically, I was grieving, and I just had a lot going on. I was traveling and all that, and wasn't writing very much. And then when I did write, I didn't want to write this thriller because I didn't want to write about death because I was grieving. So that was like right in the early stages of grief. So I was like, I switched projects. So then in December, I did what I heard someone else call a nano redo, where you just like you do something like nano, but not in November. And I did that, and it was amazing. I loved it, and I learned a lot about my writing process. And so the things that I learned at that time are things that I am bringing with me now. The things that I learned and the new techniques that I tried helped me to get a zero draft of Tethered, the new version of Tethered that's like really different from the original, so I'm calling it a zero draft. I managed to finish that by February 20th, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what I did as far as the new techniques. First of all, I used a game to outline my novel. I am using a game again for my adult thriller. And outline is an interesting term, but in the case of Tether, I actually did outline. But it was after doing the game. It was like through the game. So the game, you also get like themes and characters and things like that while you're getting the plot. I want to show y'all the game soon so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's something that was really, it's gonna sound like a pun. It is a pun. It was a game changer, for me in how I was writing a book. It really helped get my creativity going. And the game kind of involved doing little prompts where I would have to write like 250 words about something. For example, a theme, like I'd have to write 250 words about like friendship or something. And so that is what I'm doing now. And when I did that, I was basically doing that and drafting at the same time. I would like go back and forth because at the beginning of a writing session, I could do a couple of those really quick sprints where I would write about a theme or write about something else, and it would help me push through the initial, I guess, resistance. I'm talking like Thomas Frank. I really like to watch Thomas Frank, but it would help me push through that resistance to get into the writing mode because it was just like, okay, you got 5 minutes, just write as much as you can about this topic, and then you can actually go to the drafting part where you're trying to write with like nice prose and stuff like that. But first, you're just doing this really fast sprint. So that's what I'm doing now. I am playing the game, I'm writing through the game, and I'm also going to be drafting. I haven't started the draft part yet. So I am going to be counting the words for both because I just feel like that's what helped me to get through the draft that time. And I guess you could also say you're like headlights planning when you're planning and drafting at the same time. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm counting all of that toward my word count. Another thing that I started doing with Tethered is I started tracking my word sprints. I'm going to show you because I made basically the same type of spreadsheet last night for this project. Oh yes, this project I'm gonna call it the Miami project, which is I think I have called it that on this channel before. It has a name, and the name is not the Miami project, but I don't want to tell y'all the name yet, so I'm just gonna call it the Miami project. I have a spreadsheet like that for the Miami project, and I just take data on different things. I did record a clip about it last night, so I'll just, you know, insert that and you can see what the spreadsheet looks like. This is where I'm planning to track my sprints. This is something that I did when I was drafting Tethered, and it really, really helped me to like go ahead and see how many words. Now, this, like in this spreadsheet, these are equations right here, and I could like drag those down like this, like, and if I double click, you can see what the equation is. So it's just telling me, you know, words end, words start, and then this, of course, is dividing that by the minutes. So an example would be if my sprint is 5 minutes, and when I do a 5-minute sprint, I really like it if I can hit 250 words, but we'll see. So we're just going to behave as if I get over 250. So start with 0, end with, let's see, yeah, so let's just say I get like 278. And then it's going to automatically show you how many words were written, how many words per minute, and what that averages out to per hour. And something that's very useful about this for Tethered is that it helped me compare like which of the sprints were actually like what length of sprint was giving me the biggest return as far as words per minute and words per hour. So like if I'm doing a 10-minute sprint and I'm getting more words per minute in the 10-minute sprint than in the 15-minute sprint, it kind of lets me know that, and it might be like, okay, maybe I should keep going with 10-minute sprints, etc., etc. And this tracker also, it just shows me other factors. I'm trying to get over to, yeah, here we go. It shows me factors that might play into my writing speed to see if like I need to like improve at certain things. So I show what document I'm writing in, and then is this dictation? What am I listening to? So like dictation, just yes or no. Listening to, it's like, do I have some music or like a talk YouTube video in the background, and like what video do I have in the background or what music? How hungry am I? How much energy do I have? And then all of these things, because it'll let me know, okay, well, if I'm not writing as many words when I'm hungry, might want to try to write when I'm not so hungry. So it just like gives you this data that kind of helps you adjust your situation, you know, accordingly. And finally, I just want to show you, so here I can total my minutes spent writing and my words for the day. And then this is a key to the time of day, which is the second column over here. So when I put in, that means that it's night, and this is just showing me like what, you know, time it is. So right now it's night. I'm about to do my first sprint, and there we go. So yeah, that's basically it. And for the game, the difference between the game now and the game in December is that in December I had like multiple Google Docs that I used to play the game, which was cool, but it was just like it was a lot. So now I have put the game in Notion where I have like different databases, and it really helps to keep track. I so far it's been helping to kind of keep track of things, and you know, to like find whatever information I want to find at a certain time. In the past, I have made stickers based on my book covers. which is something that I might do this time. But if not, well, it's because the reason why is so that I can hang up the calendar on my wall and then put the stickers on my calendar. I was trying to do that during Milwordy, but then I just didn't stay consistent with it throughout the year. The other, I guess, things to do with my process are I have some books that I can read to kind of refill the well. So I'm just going to show you real quick. So two of these are adult thrillers, so I can kind of get in the adult thriller, like get an idea of adult thriller voice. So this is Such a Quiet Place by Megan Miranda, and this is I Found You by Lisa Jewell. I actually forgot what both of these are about. Well, this one has something to do with like the suburbs or something, and I feel like I'm just like really into like suburban thrillers or something. I don't know. Like I just like because I've read a couple by Sherry LaPena. Not it's not called a couple. I've read a couple of books by Sherry LaPena. LaPena. I'm sorry, I forgot how to pronounce her name. I looked it up before and I forgot. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this will be kind of like that. But I've also got some books for if I'm just like, man, I've been in this thrillery mindset for a while and I want to read something that is light or that is just way different. So I've got this book, Ghost by Jason Reynolds. I'm a huge Jason Reynolds fan. And also, this is a middle grade book and it's like short. And so I think it's like a good kind of escape read just because middle grade. And it's probably going to be funny. And then I have some adult romance novels. Aspen Crossroads by Janine Roche. I think that's how that's pronounced. And Wild Love by Lauren Accardo. I've got some more. I've got like a lot more. The ones I just showed you before were library books. I've got more library books, and I have more paperback adult romances. But this video would be very long if I showed you all of the options that I have. But these are just a couple options of things that I would like to read soon. And so whenever I'm just like in need of some refill the well time, I might just like pick up these and read them. Next, I just want to talk about some of the physical tools that I have that are supposed to help that are helping or I think will help with my writing process. So first, I have a big calendar. I'm gonna show it to you. Really big calendar, so that I can hang the November page on my wall. I haven't hung it up yet, but that's the plan: is to hang it on my wall and put stickers on it. As I've mentioned, I can make stickers out of my book cover, and I have some sticker paper that I might use for that. Or I might just use some star stickers because I have star stickers and I've had them for a while and they're so cute and shiny and sparkly and I love them. And so I might just go ahead with the old star sticker method and just give myself star stickers for writing. I've got this notebook. So I'm trying something different. This is a graph lined notebook. I usually use line paper, like, just like line paper notebooks. But now I have this one, and this is because I read a thing that Susan Dennard wrote, and then a thing that she linked from Rachel Aaron, where basically they were saying you could do like a scene screenplay where you like write down the dialogue and the actions of your scene before you actually type out the scene with the prose style that you want and everything. And they were saying that that can make the process of writing a scene faster. And so I might end up doing that. And I have written a screenplay in the past years ago, and basically the alignment of things is different. You don't have to format your scene screenplay thingy like a screenplay, but it could help. And so because the alignment is like a certain way, it could help. I figured to have like this graphic notebook so I can like do the left align and the center and all those kinds of things. Another thing I got from Susan Dennard, is Susan Dinner talked about having a writing notebook, no, writing journal where she writes about her writing basically. Like while she's drafting a project, she'll just write her like feelings and thoughts in a journal. And so this is like a pack of 3 mini composition books for like $1. So I was like, it's a great deal. So I figured that one of these could easily work as a writing notebook for me. And if I run out of space, then I just move to the next one. I have a dry erase board calendar. Um, this, I don't know if it'll necessarily be specific to Nano, but I can just write things in that can be erased later, and that's cool. I have some dry erase markers, and I have a big blank dry erase board. But mainly the blank dry erase board and this dry erase board I got for my online teaching. Then I have some cardstock, which is exciting. So the cardstock, the main purpose of the cardstock is because the game that I was talking about playing is a card game. I've been playing it virtually, but like I could make some actual cards for it, and that's why I got some cardstock to make like some physical playing cards to help me to outline my novel, which would be fun. And I've got some colored pens. I love colored pens. I love, 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 love. This is great. I got these back in like July, I think. Actually, yeah, I got them in July. So I printed out some free coloring sheets so that I can color. Recently, I've really been enjoying doing visual art, and a lot of it I do on the computer. But I thought, why don't I try coloring? Because I've got some, stuff to color with, so it could be cool. Sometimes, yeah, I think when I take breaks from writing or just like in general, sometimes I just like to have, well, yeah, just in general, I like to have a break from words and just have a break from writing. And, sometimes I like to listen to audiobooks while I do like the cross stitch app on my tablet. Oh, yeah, my tablet is another thing that I have. Um, and then I have like my phone, where I have some games and things like that. But yeah, this is like another thing that I can do to kind of relax my brain if I need a break from writing, or if I need to do what I have heard called diffuse mode, which I got from Thomas Frank. He got it from a book. I forgot what the book is called. A Mind for Numbers, maybe. But it's basically just talking about how when you let your mind wander, you can like have ideas and stuff. And so I think that coloring could be a fun way to let my mind wander sometimes. Um, yeah, so that's about all I think. Oh, nope, no, 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 no. One more thing. I bought some birthday cake Hershey Kisses. I've not opened them yet. But these, I really, really, really like them. And so there are about 63 of them in here, which is like a little over like 2 a day. So my thinking is that if I write on a certain day, I can have one Hershey Kiss. If I hit my word count goal, I can have a second Hershey Kiss. Yesterday I didn't eat Hershey Kisses at all, but the plan is to have both. And so today I have hit my word count, and yesterday I hit my word count, so that's exciting. But yeah, these are like really, really good. So I'm excited about this. And I might get some kind of candy or gum to kind of like chew on while I write. So we'll see about that. But the last thing that I forgot to mention is my word count goal. I'm not trying to do 1667 a day. Instead, this is what I'm doing. So there are 4 Sundays in November. On Sundays, my word count goal is 0. That doesn't mean I can't write at all. It just means that I have no minimum. And then on Thanksgiving, my word count goal is also going to be 0. So all the other days, my original thought was, oh yeah, all the other days, it'll just be 2,000, because 2,000 times 25 days is 50,000. But instead, I think what I'm going to do is on my spreadsheet, I've put where like some days are lower than others. Like my first couple days are 1,000 because I'm kind of trying to get in the groove, and then it like goes up, and so some of the days are 2,500 in order to make up for that. I got to 1,000 yesterday, 1,017, and 1,008 today, which is cool because my goals for the first 2 days were 1,000. But what I think I might do is make another column in my spreadsheet and have it be like kind of like a fluid word count goal column, meaning if things change, like meaning if I get really ahead, then I might change my later goals to be lower than what they currently are.
So this is Simone 2 days later on November 4th, and I'm just showing you that this is the spreadsheet I was talking about. I forgot to mention that there's a sprints sheet and there's a word count sheet. So I did add a column that says modified goal. So that just means, you know, as things happen, if I were to get ahead or behind, I could change the numbers in this column to reflect that. And so far I've been, you know, yesterday, the day before yesterday and yesterday, I wrote above what my original goal was, which made me really excited because that meant that I could, you know, modify the later days accordingly. And here, the days that are purple, that just means that those days are over, so the modified goal is not going to change. I could modify the goal to be exactly how much I wrote, but it just seems like it's easier to look at this column when it's like stuff that's divisible by 500. So for now, this is basically how I'm calculating it. And I have it set to add up the first 29 days and then make the 30th day based on that. So this is the first 29 days. So that way, if I get like really, really ahead, then I might be at a place to write 0 on the last day. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. That would be pretty exciting though.
So I'm really excited. Um, and yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun. I think that that's my biggest goal. Like my biggest goal is to have fun during Nano this year. My second biggest goal is to hit 50K. And my third biggest goal is to have a good amount of progress in the zero draft of this project. I'm also finishing up the first draft of Tethered because I did the zero draft a long time ago and then life got really busy. A lot of things happened and then I didn't finish turning it into a first draft. But that was something I was thinking I would like to have finished in October, but I was just really busy. So I'm thinking that maybe that will be like my secondary project this month, meaning when I have hit my word count goal on the Miami project, I'm allowed to work on Tethered a little bit and just try to progress toward that because it would be really cool if by the end of 2021 I have a zero draft of the Miami project and a draft one of Tethered. That would be fantastic. So, thank you for watching. I really would love to know what you were doing for Nano. If there are if any of the tools that I'm using are tools that you're also using. I'm just curious. So, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all in my next video.